morning, good evening, good night, as I always say, because look, there are different time zones around the world, and you realize it could be this morning I'm in Miramar, Florida, and it's just 3 minutes to 11 ET in the morning. I know elsewhere it's night or way in the evening, and I just like to acknowledge that and saying morning, good evening, good night. And you who are listening on your favorite podcast platform, welcome to Canute Exploration, your topic in a podcast. I am Dr. Canute White. You know, our adversities do not belong to us. It's really a preparation for for us helping others. You know, many things happen to many of us around the world, and it's really gearing us to talk to others about how we have overcome. And I have a father as my guest now today, right? And he's going to tell us about his adversities with a child who has limitations, physical limitations, and other limitations. And this dad is alone. He's in Jamaica. He's a Jamaican who need your assistance. Those persons listen to me in the Jamaican diaspora and anywhere around the world. If you are not from the Jamaican diaspora, I'd love you to assist this dad and help him to have that the sort of a support that he needs to grow his child who is living with challenges, cerebral palsy, and it's difficult for him. It's not sort of, it's difficult for him. And we're going to talk to Mr. Dennis Williams to find out what are the challenges that he has been facing, and also to find out how we can help, we in the Jamaican diaspora, Jamaican private sector, those companies in Jamaica who can give him the support. He's from Narrood in St. James, those community members, those community modalities, the churches can give him some assistance. I'd like to invite my guest in at this time, Mr. Dennis. Hey, I see you're doing some fatherhood there, right? I love it. I love it. How are you doing, sir?
I'm
Yeah,
doing
well,
good. Good morning, thanks for having
yeah.
me on the show. Say hi,
Thank you,
Devonte.
man.
Say hi.
Welcome. Welcome,
Come
you
on,
and your
blessing.
son Devonte to Canute Exploration, your topic in a podcast. Hey, Devonte, nice to have you, man, and daddy. Hey, tell me though, tell me the Devonte story. What's going on with Devonte? Talk to me about the story.
You know, all right. Devonte was born October 18, 2012. He was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Can't walk and talk. And they're saying he's blind. That the last time I went to the eye doctor, they're saying he's blind.
Okay.
You know, so it's been rough. With all the seizures and all that bothering him.
Yeah.
Over the years, we try our best to, make sure
Yeah.
that he has a more comfortable life, whilst I was working. My mom
Mm-hmm.
and dad used to keep him for me, you know,
Yeah.
but they passed away one day or the other,
Condolence.
also. So it kind of gets very difficult going through the COVID without the support and, cannot work and anything like that. So I
Yeah.
said,
Let's
let me
chat.
try to reach out and see if I can get some feedback.
Right. Let's talk, Dennis. Where's Mummy?
Okay, it's my all right. In November,
Right.
we had an application where she went to court to mediation, and
Okay.
while in the mediation, she pretended that she was sick. She ran out
Right.
of the mediation and didn't return. So
Okay.
from then on, me and him just do what we have to do to make sure we support each other because he support me as much as I support
Ah,
him. You know,
I love that.
with his tears
I,
and his laugh, I'm telling you.
yeah, I love that.
You know.
There's a video that I'd like to show our audience. Those who are listening on their favorite podcast platform, you need to come over to the video, to the video version of this episode to see this video that I'm gonna show. I really do love this video.
Mia mi papel, mi papel, mi papel. Me bad charge papel. Me bad charge papel. Me and me papel. I can't do nothing me papel. Yeah, it's for the camera. Say, Agwan. 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 Yeah, it's for the camera.
So Dennis, how old was
Yes, sir.
Devonte? How old was he that time?
Around 4. I think it was around 4 that time.
Cool, cool.
4 or 5 that year. Yeah, man.
Yeah, how old is he now?
You know, he's 9 years old now.
Cool, cool, cool.
We got 9
I,
going on 10 coming October. He's gonna be 10.
yeah, love it, love it. So you have been taking care of him singly by yourself from he was
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
From he was
No,
4.
not from
How's
he
it
was
been
4.
going?
No,
Okay,
not from he was 4.
okay,
Since last year, coming up in November, we ran out of the court and take care of him from then. But before that, he's been living with me, and
okay,
his mother, we were doing a week on and week off thing because we
okay.
weren't together anymore. So basically,
Yeah,
my mother and father was the one taking care of him from birth while I work and while she work also.
yeah, yeah. What I'd love to know though, what are some of the challenges that you're having in terms of living accommodation, financial challenges as it relates to Devante? Explain that to us.
All right. For the living condition, it's not so well. A person will help me out. I'm not in my house right now. I'm in a person that I have a GoFundMe that was set up by them. They're living in Maryland. So I met them to a friend who drive Juta to us. So they said to stay here until my place is finished. So where I was is in a one bedroom. The bathroom wasn't so well because everything is hasn't been set up properly. So I have to be bathing him in a bath pan and stuff like that. So, to get the accommodations properly set, I'm staying here until I can make some funds or anything like that to finish my house where he can have a comfortable place for himself. With like transportation, going back and forth is very rough. Taking taxi with his condition because there's a lot of people out here that have no heart for persons who have this condition because when you're in the taxi, people tell you to go over more, try the taxi man and try to squeeze you up. So, the challenge is for me there to bring him into his clinics. I need to get him back on his clinics, and I have about like 4 different clinics to put him on. So I'm trying to my best to see where I can, get a transportation for him personally because, when his seizures takes him, he's gonna stretch out, stiff out, and worse with the COVID situation, his immune system is very low. So, that is my dream right now to get him a vehicle for himself, and to finish up
Yeah,
the place that I already started whilst I was working.
right. So, but he's still going to the doctor, right? As you have said. So you're gonna need
All right,
medication.
yes.
Medication. Tell us.
All right. The other day, a person sent me to a neurologist. They gave me some, what do they call it, Dicapin. I
Yeah.
can't pronounce the word properly, but they gave me some seizure medication for him, and it's actually working. He's on about 9 days of it now.
Uh-huh.
So from other than that, everything else like Pampas, wipes, he's gonna be in baby stage right
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Wheelchair, food and all of that is very challenging because I have to be on and off with work, so I can make the amount that I used to make
Yeah.
before to
Yeah.
supply him with all of those needs. So that would be very appreciative, if I can get some help on that part also.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Canute Exploration. I'm Dr. Canute White, and you're listening to Dennis Williams, the father of a child who is now 9 years old, and he's living with cerebral palsy, and it's difficult for daddy to challenging for daddy to basically take care of this child as a single father. And if you are seeing, those of you who are not seeing, he is feeding that child now on this session, and if you're listening from your favorite podcast platform, come over to the YouTube channel and see what's going on here. But tell me, Dennis, you are also having a
Yes.
challenge with you're also having a challenge, right? You're ill, right? As well. Are you
No,
living with a
me, I
challenge?
am not ill right now. No, it was my sister who was, I was in previous videos. Yeah.
Right.
For me, I'm not right now trying to be the focus because I just have asthma sometime, but
Okay.
it's not really bothering me too much. Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. I
So
I
right
I
now it's
must
just
say,
him as the focus.
right. I must say to the audience that I have in the description of this episode a link for a platform that you'd want to ask them to donate money to. I want you to acknowledge that because it will be in the description. You have sent me a link to a platform that you'd like
Yeah.
persons to donate to. Okay?
Okay. That is his GoFundMe page.
Okay.
Devonte, a better life for Devonte. It was set up by the person that I told you that was letting me
Right.
stay here in the house while they're abroad. Tamika
Right.
Ricketts. So if you go on it, you will see Tamika Ricketts, founder for the fundraiser
Okay.
for the GoFundMe. So it is coming straight to me. And also
Okay,
I have
fine.
a Zelle. I have gave you the link also.
Right. Okay, good. So, audience, you heard that. It's those links are actually
For
coming
those
from Daddy.
two platforms that you donate to the company.
Okay.
Yes,
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that, Dennis. Can you repeat
and
that?
the title of it is a better life for Devontae. I'm saying the title of it is a better life for
Okay, cool.
Devontae.
And we want him to have a better life. We here in Canute Exploration. And persons in the Jamaican diaspora, whether you're from England, Canada, United States, I know that you will be hearing this because I'll be sharing it with persons in the diaspora. I'd like you to assist Devante. You're really assisting Devante, not Dennis, right? So that he will have a good life as he continue to grow into manhood. And we'd like you to assist as best as possible. There's another video
Like it.
that
Start. Which one I sign up on sign up, yeah. So you know, eat, but I'm going to catch you here.
so I see Dennis that you continue to be a father to the and a mother, right? And Devante would say the father who mothered me, right? Tell us how challenging is that though to be a mother and father to Devante over the years?
It's very challenging in the aspect of it because I have to stop everything. You know,
Yeah,
night time, I really don't sleep because of the seizures that was going on before. I really don't sleep like that. Sometimes when I can't hear him, I have to jump up, go and listen to see if he's all right. Bathing him is a challenge also. If I could get a bath chair,
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those bath chairs, strap him in is a very challenging one. But majority of the time when he smiles at me, that releases all the stress.
yeah. I
I
know,
try to
right?
teach him how to talk, you know,
Oh yeah,
physiotherapy. My dream is to, because down here in Jamaica it's very hard to get certain
yeah,
assistance for him. So my really dream is to try to even get him, overseas or somewhere where he can get a proper
yeah,
physiotherapy to massage him and stretch him out and all of that. Because it
yeah,
was a very hard time going back and forth to the clinics. But while I was going to the clinics, I was the one doing all the physio for him until they
yeah.
decided to take him off. You know,
Oh
but
yeah. You know,
God is,
I am
God is,
gonna.
God is giving me the strength to continue. And I
Yeah,
pray every day, I honor him every day. Make sure everything is in check with him. The doctor, when I brought him
definitely.
to the doctor, they were surprised. Water coming from the eyes, saying they cannot believe that I am the one taking care of him. But
Yeah,
to me, it's God who is taking care of him through me because he,
yeah.
he didn't give him more what I can do.
Yeah, definitely the conduit. And I'm appealing to any doctor. I know a few doctors watch my podcast. I've heard from a number of them, right? If you can, assist Devante in any way, those doctors in the United States, just give him a call, send me a message, send me an email, and I will get in touch with him in any way. I know. No, I'm gonna ask you this, Dennis, right? Incidentally. Are
Yes, sir.
you planning on, you don't have to answer, are you planning on dating again so that you can bring a mother into his life?
I wasn't, planning, we want to get him comfortable and everything first. But,
Yeah,
if God's willing and he put someone across my way,
yeah,
that will accept him as he is, because a lot of person won't come in truthfully to accept him as how he is.
yeah,
So if
yeah,
if it works that way, yeah, man, fine. But at the moment, my main focus is just to make sure he's all right, and
yeah,
comfortable as possible. I'm trying to give him some sort of a normality in his life
yeah. I
right
love
now
that.
at
I
this
love
point
that.
in time.
I love that, Dennis.
I'm open though.
I know. And can youth exploration, your topic in the podcast, put it out there. Dennis is is also open to a relationship. But I know that they have to be able to accept Devonte. Yeah? The lady that comes into your life have to be able to accept your child, right? Despite the challenges. I understand that.
Yeah.
Um, definitely, Dennis. Dennis, so how's work going now? I know that you cannot work as you'd want to. What are you doing now for work?
At the present moment, I'm not working. I was
Yeah.
doing delivery. I'm naturally a bartender. Used to work with Margaritaville and other
Okay.
companies there of the bar area. But the last work I was doing was delivery work. I was working with a restaurant doing delivery for them, driving
Yeah.
around delivering the food. But since I decided to put out the story, try to get some help for him, my boss
Yeah.
said to me, go and get the help that you need, because I know you cannot be on the phone while driving and doing all of that. So anytime you feel comfortable that he's comfortable enough, you can come back, to continue with the work. But truthfully, I'm trying to do something where he can be here with me. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of something what I can do to help myself while having him there with me also, because it's very hard to leave him at
Yeah.
times with persons. So I
Yeah.
got a one lady now coming in. I'm very
Yeah.
appreciative of her. She comes in,
Right.
if I need to make any errand on her own, she's here with me, to
Yeah.
assist him, and she loves him as how my mother would love him.
Good.
So I'm truly grateful for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is important because I was going to suggest to you if there's a nurse, and I'm throwing it out there, if there's a nurse who would like to give that support, if it's even once per week, come in and assist you. You understand? A nurse in Jamaica, that would be nice as well, right? For you to get all the support that you need. Dennis, I really appreciate you and the things that you have been doing in order to ensure that your child is okay, right? And to bring up your child in an appropriate manner, despite the challenges. And to be committed, the stick to itiveness is critical because a lot of men don't want to stay, especially in a situation like this. You know that, right?
Yeah, man. But this is my heart outside my chest. My first and only child. My
Yeah,
father never run out. He had nine of us, and he had it hard. So I grew with that in me because of my parents. So I don't
yeah,
run away from my responsibilities. I make
yeah,
sure everything is taken care of in the best way I can. You know.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. And
And I agree with that.
I know you see me
Yeah,
there. You want to come out of me. You see my look for me, and you can see me. Want to come out of me, and yes, I'm
I
confirmed
know,
there.
right? The attachment is there. I love it. I love it. A lot of people love it to see. It's not something that we see every day. A father, stay like this, and I do commend you for that. Enough respect for that, as we say in Jamaica, enough appreciation for that. Let me,
I'm on this one.
yeah, enough.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
So I heard that, right? It is actually talking, but it's not audibly. What's going on with that? You're carrying him to see a specialist.
No, I am the one who is doing it. I'm trying from the born, I'm trying to talk things to Dada, good night, good morning, try to teach him myself. It's not easy to get into without fallout here, to get him into those type of facilities. So these are the reasons, I'm trying to ask out there for even advice, any advice, any help in order to,
Yeah,
try to get him even to say, Dada, that's what I want to hear, or even to, hold
Yeah.
himself up in some sort of a manner, because,
Yeah.
as soon as they said, this is a long-term thing, so
Yeah.
we just have to nourish him and, make sure he's all right. So me still
Yeah.
try my best,
Yeah.
catch him up with pillar, and him thing, put him on
Okay.
him back,
Cool.
make him sit
Yeah.
up, until.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
appealing
man,
to this speech therapists out there in the United States anyway who want to help. Reach out to Dennis, and it means that if you're here in the United States and you can facilitate Dennis and Devonte in any way, right? There are other aspects of the financing that can happen from elsewhere, right? But as best as you can support, I am appealing. Can Youth Exploration is appealing for your help for Daddy and the son as best as possible. Dennis, we have about 10 minutes to go, but let me ask you this: describe the sort of
Yes.
a medical intervention that is now taking place. What are they doing for him? You might not want to call the clinic name and so on and the doctor's name, but what is going on now for him?
Um,
What's happening?
right, right now, because of the situation with me and his mom, I missed a lot of clinics while we were splitting
Yeah,
because she had all the documents
yeah,
and I couldn't get it from her until I went
yeah.
to court and got full custody. So now I'm trying to
Right.
get him back on the clinics. As I said before, his eye clinic, pediatric clinics, and all of that. So I
Okay.
went to a general practitioner the other day and a neurologist also. They checked him out and they sent me to do a EEG,
Okay.
St. Andrew Memorial. But there was
Right.
a drug there that I couldn't get. Chlorohydrate, I couldn't get that. So they're saying that they wouldn't do the EEG without that. It's very hard to get, and the funds to pay them,
Oh,
it'll be, you know. So once I do that, I can bring him back to the clinics. But with the transportation is one of my biggest issue. You know,
yeah.
I tried to do it the other day, set an appointment in the early morning. They said 8 o'clock. When I wake up, pure rain. And I won't bring him out in the rain. Because his
Right.
immune system is not that well. His immune system is very low than anybody else. So I can't
Yeah.
bring him
Yeah.
around people.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
give him his own movement.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's what I'm
in
trying to
terms of
do.
the
But
transportation, Dennis.
yes, sir.
In terms of the transportation, how can we help? How can someone help? What would you like to see happen as it relates to transportation?
Right now, if it's possible, I would like to get a vehicle for him where I can take him back and forth from his clinics and anywhere that you want to go. Because sometimes I even want to bring him to the beach in the morning. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
put
Yeah.
his
I know
foot in
that
the
that
sun,
affects. Yeah. Yeah.
because bring him outside. But
Yeah.
it's hard to pay somebody to take me back and forth and then have to wait for them. So if I can get a vehicle for myself to,
Yeah.
help him out
Yeah.
in that order, yeah, man, it would be very, grateful because
Yeah. Very
it's
grateful.
hard to
Yeah.
traverse with him in taxi. The taxi is
Yeah.
very, very rough.
Yeah, I know. And Toyota Jamaica
You
and
know,
those companies, I hope they are listening and I know be able to donate something. It's a matter of something that is moving. Let me say that, right? It doesn't have to be a 2022 vehicle, right?
no. Right now,
Yeah, yeah.
anything that can hold his wheelchair in the back of it,
Of
I'm
course,
good with
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
As long as his
Something that
wheelchair can fit, I'm good with it.
definitely,
Not
yeah, I
fussy,
agree,
not
Dennis.
very humble.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I see that.
Just because he's getting bigger now. And by the time he's 12, 15, I can't lift him anymore. I
Oh yeah,
can't hold him like this to walk him through the town.
yeah,
So eventually I'm going to need, assisted to bring him where he wants to go to each clinics because it's gonna be on clinics right through just to keep check
yeah,
on him because it was my main issue. I was thinking about it, saying, all right, he's been here with me for a while now. I need to get him checked out to see if everything. And to my surprise, he hadn't been to the doctors for quite some time. But when I went there, they're saying they were shocked to know that
yeah,
he is all right. You know,
yeah,
other than
yeah,
the sickness that he had, he's well taken care of.
yeah. But before we go though, talk to the Jamaica diaspora. Yeah. be it in England, there, Canada, wherever around the world, United States. I want you to talk to them, not me, no, talk to them. What would you say to them?
You know, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's watching. Anywhere possible or any means, where you can assist, I would truly appreciate it. God bless you for, thinking about it or trying to push forward. Going forward, it was very challenging, still is challenging, but since I got that bit of medication for him, it gave me some sort of relief, you know. And I know there's a lot of fathers out there who, run left their child or gone left their child, but I just trying to tell them to, get back to them because when you have a child around you, it's like a small angel running around, helping you move forward in life also. So love your children, man. No matter what. Always be there for them. Just like even if one of your parents is there for them or both of them, just think about it. You know. Yeah, man. Thanks to everyone, man. Truly
Okay.
appreciate it. That.
Okay. I want you to talk now to the private sector. Private sector in Jamaica. Yeah? Let me hear you talk to them. The private sector in Jamaica.
Well, I never really prepared for this, no, but yeah, man. Any assistance, from the private sector, as I said, is truly appreciated because, there's a lot of things that, like speech therapy and, physiotherapy and all of that, that is very hard to get in at times. So I would like assistance on that, from the private sector, anything that you can do towards helping Devonte, you know, getting some sort of a better of life, going forward from now. I truly appreciate it, and thank you very much also.
Yeah, that's
Never
cool. I would like to, before I ask you to repeat your contacts, since the story has been, that's okay. Since the story has been released by the Gleaner, right? Have you been getting any support? What type of support have you been getting? And who would you like to say thanks to?
Thanks to the Gleaner, thanks to On This Bad News Media, there was, for putting it out there so the Gleaner could see it and also you could see it also. A person's in Florida, same way,
Yeah.
New Jersey, England, Canada, you know. Yeah, man. I've been getting help in with food and diapers. I got a wheelchair that is coming also.
Oh,
A
cool.
person in New Jersey had arranged a wheelchair for him. So I'm waiting
Yeah.
for that. There's a lot of persons who reach out to me from New Jersey. Big up New Jersey. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And thanks to each and every one, Canada, England, who had already saw it and made a donation. I'm truly appreciative of it. Thank you
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we are with you, Dennis. We are with you, right? And I'm so happy to be doing this. Honestly, Can Youth Exploration, we are so happy to be doing this so that the news is spread wider, right? Because I have heard it, and I know that. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, man, the more help he gets, the better.
The more help, the better,
Yeah, man.
right? So
Mm.
we're going to ensure that this video is spread, and I wish you all the best, Dennis, and you keep in touch with me. I will keep in touch with you. What are your contacts?
Yes.
Talk to the people about your contacts.
Okay. My number is 1876-492-9696. And let me just get it real quick. The Devonte hotline, the overseas number. Hold on, let me just grab it real quick.
Okay. So this is Can Youth Exploration, your topic in the podcast. I am Dr. Can Youth White, talking to Dennis Williams, the father of Devonte Williams, who is living with cerebral palsy, and there's some challenge, and we want your assistance. Go ahead, Dennis. So, so
Yeah,
it's
man.
going to
The
be
number, this is hotline number that is overseas number. Or you're hearing me better now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah,
Yes, Dennis.
the other contact for him is overseas. Contact is 240-381-0898. And that's also his Zelle number if you want to donate to through Zelle also.
Okay. And what I
You know,
want you
so
to
the
do
my
is,
number, you can get me. Yes, sir.
repeat those numbers. Repeat those numbers for me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. 1876, my number. 1876-492-9696. And the hotline number is 240-381-0898.
Okay.
And
And
that's
and those
also his
numbers
hotline number. Yes.
those numbers will be in the description, so that you can contact Mr. Williams, and also his Instagram link, social media link is also there in the description of this episode, so you'll be able to contact Mr. Dennis Williams. Dennis, nice to have you on Can Youth Exploration, your topic in a podcast. We'll definitely keep in touch.
Yeah, man. And thank you again for having me on the program. God bless you, sir, for putting this out for me and Devonte. I truly appreciate it, sir. And keep on doing the good work. Respect to you, Mr. Canute.
Thank you,
Say
sir.
hi. Say respect.
Hey,
Say respect, Dr. Canute.
Devonte, respect, man. You'll be
Respect.
okay.
Respect. Yeah. All right.
All
Come on.
right.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Yes, I thank you.
Wow, so sweet. I love that. All right, Dennis.
He's trying. What do you want to do? All right. Yeah, man. Thank
All
you
right,
very
take
much,
care.
sir.
Bye bye. Nice. So that was Dennis Williams, person in the Jamaican diaspora. He needs your assistance, right? And I like you. I love you too. Reach out to Dennis. Reach out to the supporting Devante. And God bless you. Thank you very much. And goodbye.